Fredericktown actually won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and so Central will receive the kickoff. And our opening kickoff brought to you by Bill Best Insurance, your American family insurance agent in Park Hills, committed to making the big play for their customers. So Fredericktown boots it away right to the left, and that means Central fields, and this will be caught at the 10-yard line. It's Daniel Marler, and Marler gets a little gap and takes it out across the 40 to the 45, 47-yard line. Good field position for Central to start the ball game. Starting lineups brought to you by Midwest Convenient Care. And starting for Central, it'll be Hunter Curtois. The quarterback, we'll see Derek Mitchell, Daniel Marler in the backfield, a host of several guys back there. John Comfort's a split end, the tight end, Austin Caldwell. David Dooley, the center. Justin McWilliams, Blake Nephew are the guards. Then Jordan Elser and Gabe Craig are the starting tackles.
Looks like there was a fumble on the kickoff return. Danny Marler and Fredericktown recovered that. They're going to be on offense to start the game.
We got to reset that whole deal, don't we?
Reset the whole deal.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you what, it's Halloween. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and it starts just like Halloween. So let's meet the starting offense for Fredericktown. Jeremy Greminger is the quarterback. He's got Caleb Carver and James Royer as the running backs. Corey Sorg is the center. Dakota Dowd, Brian Fingers, the guards. Stephen Settle, and Austin Smith are the tackles. So on the first play, it's the running back testing the middle of that defensive front, and James Royer is stopped for no gain on the play. Let's meet the defenders for Central. And the tackles are Joe Mitchell and Blake Nephew. Petey Bryan, a starting defensive end. The other starting defensive end, Luke, comes down from the safety spot. It's John Comfort. So a safety to a defensive end. And now here's a fumble on the second play from scrimmage as they tried to hand it off on that jet sweep to Justin Sawyer. He put it on the ground, and in the process, he loses 9 yards.
Well, Justin Sawyer, he's a big playmaker on this team, and you got to get the ball in his hands, but you got to take care of it. I said in the pregame show, whoever takes care of the ball the best, and we've already seen Central fumble it on the kickoff.
Yep, and the fumble right there by Fredericktown. They just happened to recover it. So DJ Buchanan, a cornerback, Hunter Curtois, a cornerback, a safety, Cody Harrison, and Daniel Marler will play a safety spot as well. Greminger goes up top. Oh, mercy, he hit his man in the hands. That was Justin Sawyer. And Luke, he had a half step. He was blazing down the middle of the field. 3 blue jerseys around him, but that hit him in the hands at the 25, and that had 6 points written all over it before he dropped it.
Oh, I tell you what, Justin Sawyer, he just displaying some of that speed on that little seam route. He was wide open. Greminger hit him right in the hands, like you said there. Still thinking about that fumble probably on the last play.
Oh, he did hit him right in the hands. So Austin Smith comes in to punt it away. He averages 34 yards on his punts this year. Good snap. And this is a medium-depth punt. It's a fair catch called for, and this one actually fumbled, but Derek Mitchell manages to recover. So we've got 2 fumbles and a muff punt on this Halloween night so far. Really? Luke, and 10:42 remaining in the first quarter. No score as of yet.
Right off the bat, not a big surprise. Probably nerves are running a little bit high right now. It's a big-time game.
Well, we introduced you to the Central offense. So let's go ahead and meet the defense for Fredericktown. Dakota Dowd and Corey Sorg are the tackles. Cody Mentier, Austin Smith, the ends. They'll run a 4-4. The inside backers, Nathan Algier and Jake Karokas. Reed Roberts and James Royer, the outside backers. The corners, Zach Proffer and Christian Parsley, and then Justin Sawyer is the safety. So Central with their first play from scrimmage, and they go from their own 28-yard line. They're going to run a wildcat formation to start this thing out. Daniel Marler takes the direct snap, gets a couple of good blocks in front of him, and struggles out for a 5-yard gain. Corey Schweiss let us in on that information. He said we're going to start with a wildcat. It was a good choice on a nice gain on first down.
I like to call it the running rebel.
I like that, the running rebel.
Well, Danny Marler, he's an explosive. He had the fumble while ago on the kickoff, but he's a big-time player on this team, and he's going to get a lot of opportunities.
Gets 6 yards on the first try, and Corey Schweiss says, hey, we just got to figure out a way to get the ball to this guy. He said when he gets the ball, exciting things happen for us. Austin Caldwell going to split wide to the right side in the slots to the right. They'll put a tight end out there as well. And Marler, the single setback, they'll run the pitch to him on the left side. Option play. He's stuffed in the backfield. Great job by the defense that time. Nathan Algier came from that linebacker spot, and he throws Marler for a 2-yard loss.
Well, 2-yard loss, that's something Coach Henson talked about when we spoke with him earlier. He says, hey, we got to get a few negative plays. We can't let Central just chip away and keep getting that 3 yards in a cloud of dust, keep moving the sticks and punching out the clock.
Well, that's what they did. They were successful in throwing Central backwards that time. So it'll be 3rd and long. That's where the Fredericktown wants to put Central here tonight. Central football, they've got a 3rd and a long 6. Coming up, Hunter Courtois, the quarterback, 30 for 65 on the year, Luke. He's only completed 30 passes all year long. That's only 3 per game. He does complete this one to DJ Buchanan, but great open field tackling right there by James Royer, and he takes him down after a 3-yard gain.
Well, DJ Buchanan just ran a little 5-yard out. Fortunately, it wasn't far enough to get past the sticks. On the third down, and you got to run your route past the sticks. I know I've said that plenty of times this season, and he just wasn't able to do it on that play.
8:50 and counting down in this first quarter. And now Central boots it away. Punt along the near sideline. This hits the referee in the back and then bounces 15 yards Fredericktown's way. We saw a game last week where we had a referee make basically a tackle, and this time the punt hits him in the back, and Fredericktown gets a huge benefit out of the play.
Oh, he sure does. The ball probably, Fredericktown gets at least 10 yards better than they would have.
So Fredericktown back on the offensive side here. The fans not particularly happy with what happened right there. James Royer in the backfield, and Greminger's back in the gun. He's got 2 wides to each side. Greminger puts one man in motion and hands it off on that jet sweep, gives it over to Reed Roberts, and Roberts takes it around that right end, but not for a whole lot of yards. Gain of 3 on first down. Roberts' first carry of the game. His 24th rush of the year. Came in with 138 yards rushing. Second and a long 7. Greminger back in the gun. Greminger threw a beautiful ball earlier. Motion man this time is Roberts once again. And instead it'll be Greminger straight up the gut for a gain of 5. Greminger leads this team in carries with 189 on the year and also yardage. Luke, here's a quarterback that's rushed for over 1,100 yards, thrown for 1,300. He's quite a dual-threat guy.
Oh, and he's ran it in 20 different times this year. I mean, I tell you what, this kid plays like a fullback. We talked about that. I like to see that kind of player.
Here's a 3rd and 4, and a little hard count by Greminger that time as he draws Central. Offside, that's Joe Mitchell getting the starts at the defensive tackle spot. Gets drawn offside. We'd like to thank Earth Mother Health Foods, American Family Insurance, Bill Bass and Park Hills, and Mineral Area College for sponsoring our coverage of the district semifinals. Fredericktown and Central. 7:37 on this first quarter clock. Still looking for our first score. Greminger threw for 206 yards last time these two met. He's going to fire it over to the middle this time and throws this one just a little bit too tall for Jake Karokas. He's got a nice arm, though. I like his release, Luke. A quick release. He just threw that ball about 35 yards down the field right on the line.
Oh, man, I tell you what, super strong arm. Sits back there in the pocket. Reminds you a lot of like Ben Roethlisberger. He's just got the big frame, big build. And I tell you what, it's going to take a couple guys to bring him down.
So 2 wides to each side here for Greminger on a 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line of Central. They give it to their fullback, Royer, and Royer's met in the hole. He gains a couple, but then shut down after that. And a nice job by John Comfort, 6'1", 180-pound safety playing defensive end tonight. They like what he does there.
Oh, yeah, Coach Swice likes his speed and likes his toughness. You think he can get back in there, maybe disrupt some of that pass blocking, maybe get to the quarterback.
So Fredericktown putting a 3rd and long right here. It's a 3rd and 9 for the Black Cats. 2 wides to each side. Single setback is Royer. Greminger back in the gun. You know he'll be looking downfield. But puts Sawyer in motion to the left side. Completes it over there to Proffer. Proffer gets a nice block from Sawyer, but then Proffer goes down. And that's a nice bit of coverage by the quarterback and the cornerback, Hunter Courtois. He absorbed that block, shed the block, and then did a nice job making the tackle. And on top of all that, it's a holding call against Fredericktown. You take this one or you decline it?
Boy, I don't know. I think right now that we know Jeremy Granger, he can sit back there in that pocket and he can wing it.
It would bring up a 4th and 5 if they decline. It would bring up a 3rd and about 16 if they would accept. And it looks like they've decided to accept it. And it brings up about a 3rd and 15, actually.
Real interesting call there, you know. Kind of into Central territory here. Fredericktown might have went for it.
With a 6-yard gain, Greminger to Proffer that time. It'll be adjusted backwards, and now a 3rd and 15 as Greminger looks to his right now. Zips this thing over the middle, right into the hands of Justin Sawyer. First down, Black Cats on a gain of 17 yards. Put that right on the button.
Boy, that was a nice-looking pass there, and even a nice catch. Justin Sawyer had the drop a while ago. Not that time. Picks up the first down.
Well, I like watching Greminger play. He was 18 for 27 the last time these two met. Threw for a touchdown. He also ran for one and ran for 42 yards, the dual threat quarterback. 6:20 and counting down in this first quarter. So Greminger's back in the gun. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Greminger going to take it straight up the middle. Hit once, hit twice, and falls forward. He's got a 4-yard gain. Greminger 5'10", 190 pounds, and he's a thick, strong dude.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and he gets good surge up front from his offensive line there, and he just follows those big boys and rattles in for a few yards.
Sword, Fingers, Dowd, Settle, Smith. They averaged 242 across that front line, and 231 for the front four of Central on the defensive side of the ball. Swing it over to the right. This is Justin Sawyer. And the ball's caught. Enough for a first down on that far sideline. Picked up 12 yards. And they're right down near the 10-yard line.
Well, we can already tell early in this game, Justin Sawyer, the junior, split in. He's going to get a lot of touches. He's a big-time playmaker, got a lot of speed, runs about a 4.5 40. And when he gets the ball in his hands, he's pretty dangerous.
Has some sticky fingers, too. Ball just outside of the 10, so Fredericktown could get a first down before they score a touchdown. Here's Sawyer on the jet sweep to the left side of the 5. Cuts, pushes forward, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Fredericktown. An 11-yard touchdown run by Justin Sawyer. Sawyer gets in to the end zone on the jet sweep, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And it's 6-0 Fredericktown at the 5:26 mark of the first frame.
Boy, that was the same play we saw on the very first play from scrimmage from Fredericktown. Sawyer had the fumble on that play. Not that time. Punches it in from 11 yards out. Fredericktown jumps on top here first.
Great job blocking by those outside receivers, too, and you saw those linemen pull and got out there to lead the way as well. Well-designed play. Here's the extra points off the foot of Ty Burks. This one is wide right. So 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. 6-0. Fredericktown strikes first on Halloween. Well, fitting. The Black Cats on top. And we're back in a minute right here on KREI.
County Do-It Center can save you money and energy while enhancing the look of your home. A Larson storm door can increase your entry's energy efficiency by up to 80%. Choose the door that fits your lifestyle and take advantage of the $15 mail-in rebate available only from Larson for a limited time. All Larson storm doors are quality built with energy efficiency in mind. Now is the time to save at County Do-It Center. 2 locations to serve you, Bloomsdale and St. Genevieve. Be wise and weatherize today.
Midwest Orthopedics Group with Dr. Scott Van Ness and Dr. Christopher Sloan are orthopedic surgeons and podiatrists who offer total joint replacements, arthroscopic surgery, carpal tunnel, fracture care, workman's compensation cases, foot care, and surgery. And new patients are welcome. All surgery and care done locally in Farmington. That's Midwest Orthopedics Group, just down from Buffalo Wild Wings, in the Midwest Professional Building in Farmington. Midwest Orthopedics Group.
Kicking it off for Fredericktown, and there's the speedy Marler grabbing it at the 5-yard line, right back up the middle, crosses the 20 to the 30, all the way out to the 37-yard line before being brought down by Justin Sawyer. The 2 speedsters meet up out there. First time these two met, Fredericktown could muster only 14 points. They've got their first 6 on the board, Luke, and let's go over the drive brought to us by ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre.
Well, it was a nice drive indeed. Kind of helped out by the punt that kind of took the bounce off the referee. Fredericktown takes over on their own 49. 9 plays. Nice mixture of Justin Sawyer getting in there on a big catch and a big run. 11-yard run for a touchdown.
They'll go with the counter this time, and Cody Harrison grabs it, but then he is stuffed right there at the line. A nice defensive stop by James Royer. They handed off initially to Marler was on the left side of Curtois, the quarterback. He went to his right. Harrison, the wingback, came right back through, and it's that counter play. But I'll tell you, James Royer was all over that thing, and Royer with 49 tackles coming in. You can see why.
Well, right now, Fredericktown's defense doing a nice job of flying to the ball, really limiting those yards, and maybe trying to get a few negative yards in the way.
Harrison got a yard right there. This is a wide receiver split wide. I mean wide to the right side. That's Marler. He's way out there on an island. The quarterback, Curtois, comes down under center this time. Keeps it. Looks like an option play to the right side. He saw a little seam, thought he could get through, and gains 3 yards. There's James Royer again. This kid's everywhere early on.
Well, he sure is. And You know, we knew Coach Swice said they were going to try and mix it up a little bit tonight. Derek Mitchell, the leading rusher on this team, we haven't hardly heard too much out of him.
Yeah, he said that we're going to see a lot of formations tonight. And we're not too far in. We've already seen several. So Marler splits wide to the right side. He's way out there on an island. Derek Mitchell, one of the running backs, along with Cody Harrison. They'll bring Courtois down under center on a 3rd and 5. Option play right side. Courtois pitches it this time, and Harrison's going nowhere. Nice run support by Zach Proffer. He turned the thing inside, and there's Royer once again, and Jake Karokas helping out.
It was a nice play there, and a nice little 3 and out there for Fredericktown's defense.
Well, and Fredericktown is putting Central into more than 3rd and 3, and that's what they want to do. As Justin Sawyer comes back to return the punt. John Comfort, the punter, nice snap to him, but he shanked it right off the side of his foot over to the near side, backs up a little bit and takes another Fredericktown hop. And now coming very gingerly off to the sideline is Joe Mitchell, the 5'10", 260-pound junior holding that right elbow. So Fredericktown, after scoring, going to get the football back with very good field position. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Black Cats. They've got it at their own 43-yard line. Let's thank the Jim Ropke Shelter Insurance folks in St. Genevieve for sponsoring our pregame show. We'd like to thank Donaldson Cycles in Park Hills, Lead Belt Pump and Supply, Goggins Drilling, and also Ken's Cards and Coins in Park Hills. Greminger puts 3 to the right side, 1 off to the left. He's got 1 running back right there with him, and that's Royer. Royer's figured prominently on defense, but he goes backward on offense right here. He tested the middle of that defensive front, and they were ready for him that time. Reed Lucas, his outside linebacker right there, busted through and brought him down for a 3-yard deficit.
Yeah, nice play. You know, Central's defense, tell you what, one of the best defenses I've seen all year long, Chad, when in that Maplewood game. They really could fly to the ball, get in that backfield, and make some things happen.
They shut out that team from Maplewood, ranked 3rd in Class 2 right now. Great ball club. Quick pass over to the right side. Ball complete to Justin Sawyer. Sawyer, boy, does he get to top speed fast, and he rips off a 9-yard gain before Buchanan just brings him down.
Just like that, go from 2nd and long to 3rd and short when you got a player there like Sawyer. I tell you what, man, he makes things look easy.
He does. He is fast. And not only is he fast, it's his top-end speed, but he gets there. He gets to his top-end speed so fast. Twins to each side. Sawyer's the motion man. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. He's turned back inside, heads up the middle, and he's got a 1st down. Sawyer just scampering through that hole right there. John Comfort eventually brought him down. He needed 4, and he picks up 5.
It wasn't another touch for Sawyer. I tell you what, this kid had 63 receptions on the year. I mean, that's a lot for a high school kid. He's getting quite a few carries, too, already tonight. A nice little mixture and a steady dose of Justin Sawyer.
Just about 6.5 catches a game. Pretty good stuff. 2 minutes, 13 seconds, and counting down in our first quarter. Thanks for joining us online as well at MIMOinfo.com and watching on KREI Web TV. Jack Sadler operating our video coverage tonight. Sawyer, the motion man. Instead, it's a swing pass out to Proffer to the left side. Proffer noses ahead for 3 yards, but he is swarmed by the defense as they collect all around him, and the play made by Braden Mannion right there. Mannion getting the start at the linebacker position with Martyr swinging up to that safety spot vacated by Comfort. Did you get all that? 6-0 is the score. And Fredericktown has the football and the lead as the quarterback Greminger heads straight back up the middle. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that thing was shut down in a hurry by Reed Lucas. Luke, what I'm really enjoying, this is a hard-hitting game by both sides. But if you'll notice, after almost every play, they're helping each other up and patting each other on the back, and then they come out snarling once again.
Oh, yeah. Well, these kids, they got to know each other. I'm sure they play a lot of summer league baseball or whatever, and, it's good to see these kind of games.
Greminger under a heavy blitz this time. Swings it out to the right side. He had a long go route along that right side. Sawyer on the flag route, but good pressure that time by Central. Forced the ball out of his hands a little bit early and brings up a 4th and 7. It looks like the punt team coming on.
Well, that was Reed Lucas back there in the backfield disrupting Greminger. Big, tall, strong quarterback back there, but and Lucas just got him off there a little bit. And, they needed something to break up this Black Cat offense because they were looking pretty good here.
Austin Smith comes on to punt it away. 2 returners for Central here, and this is exactly what you want out of a punt. Sky high, dropping it inside of the 20-yard line, and it'll be Central ball at the 17. And we'll be back with that Central offense after this 30-second timeout with under a minute to play in the first quarter, and 6-0 Black Cats.
When it comes to collision repair on your vehicle, call Brad Wooten and the team at Crown Collision Center. For 9 straight years, Crown Collision Center has been ranked 3rd in the nation in customer satisfaction at 98%. Recognized by Motor Trend Magazine, we perform all collision repairs on any make and model, foreign or domestic. All done by factory-trained certified technicians and they're 5-star rated. State-of-the-art facility, and all work carries a written lifetime warranty. Call Brad Wooten for your collision repair at Crown Collision Center, 800-996-2566.
Derek Mitchell gets the carry off the right tackle that time, and Mitchell pounds it forward for 4 yards. And we were talking to Corey Schweiss before the game. He says Mitchell's our most dependable running back. He'll get us 2, 3, 4 yards every time, no matter what happens.
Oh, he does. And, I tell you what, earlier in the year, that's what Central like to do. They control that line of scrimmage, get the 3 or 4 yards, eat up some clock, and long drives and good defense.
2nd and 6 coming up for Central. They've got an I formation this time, and there's Mitchell once again. It's off tackle left side this time. And do I need to tell you, it's a 4-yard gain for Derek Mitchell. You saw this kid carry about 30 times against Maplewood.
Oh, man, what a player, and how valuable was it to have a guy like him in that game back then in September. That was a huge game for Central. And Derek Mitchell, big-time player.
So a couple of carries by Mitchell, and it looks like they'll give him 5 yards on that one as they'll bring the sticks out right here. 16 seconds left to play in our first quarter. Pretty quick-moving game. 6-0 score. Fredericktown leading it. But Central football right now as they pull the sticks taut and as they set them down, a first down for the Central Rebels. Let's thank LaPlante and Sons Excavating in Park Hills, Leadbelt Stove and Fireplace in Park Hills, and Max Gym also in Park Hills for sponsoring our coverage of this district semifinal ball game. Fredericktown and the Central Rebels. Been looking forward to this one all week long. It's a triple I setup this time with Mitchell dotting that I way back in the backfield as he churns ahead for Luke, a 3-yard gain.
Well, no secret there when Derek Mitchell's in that backfield. He's going to get the ball in. Fredericktown knows what they got to do. They just got to execute it. And sometimes that's easier said than done.
We've come to the end of the first quarter, and it's 6-0. Fredericktown leading Central in this district semifinal game on KREI. Back with your second quarter in 90 seconds on Super Talk 800.
Hey sports fans, are you excited about the upcoming season? If you're looking for your favorite team or fan apparel, you need to visit Wayne Sheets with Make It Personal on Potosi Street in Farmington. He'll show you many different styles of shirts, team jerseys, jackets, hoodies, and so much more. Whether you need jerseys for your whole team or just one for yourself, Make It Personal can help. They even do in-house dye sublimation or bling out your favorite team logo. Talk about standing out in a crowd.
Hi, this is Wayne Sheets. Come see us at Make It Personal, 310 Potosi Street, 631-1200.
Accent Marketing in Farmington is proud to be a part of the community and is committed to being a good corporate citizen and partner in the Farmington community. Accent Marketing in Farmington wish all the area athletes a great season and encourage people everywhere to attend and support area sporting and community events. Accent Marketing believes in supporting and encouraging our area youth and believes in the community in which we live. This message brought to you by your friends at Accent Marketing in Farmington.
Hi, I'm Sean Waters, General Manager of Benning Ford in Fredericktown. This is Benning Country, a little different kind of dealership, not here today and gone tomorrow. We pride ourselves on hassle-free sales of what you want and need at a price that works for you. This is my special invitation to come to Benning Ford, where the deal is always worth the drive. We are 15 minutes from almost anywhere. Take the drive, just off Highway 67 in Fredericktown, or check us out online at benningford.com.
Well, first carry of the second quarter goes to Cody Harrison. He rips one behind that left guard and rushes it up ahead for 7 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1. 6-0. Fredericktown leads. Central, though, on the march as they've got 3 running backs right here and an inverted wishbone. And they hand it off to their first man through. And once again, that's Harrison. Harrison breaks 2 tackles across midfield, stumbles, regains to the 45, all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain of 23 yards by Harrison.
Oh, what a relentless run by Cody Harrison, the big-time senior here. And it looked like he was going to, pick up the first down after about 4 or 5 yards stumbling. He crawled the rest of the way. He picked up an extra 10 just on his knees, hands and knees crawling there. What a great run.
7.8 yards per carry by Harrison this year, Luke. He had 350 yards coming in on only 45 carries. So Central down to the 41-yard line of Fredericktown. And once again, It's that inverted wishbone. They hand it off to Marlar up front. Marlar attacks behind the left guard right along that left hash mark, and he's dropped after a 2-yard gain by Cody Mentier.
Secondly, by number 42, James Royer.
Marlar with 3 carries and 6 yards tonight. Great running back. Talk about Harrison's average, 7.8. Marlar, 9.1 yards per carry this year. He's the home run hitter. 60 carries, 547 yards on the season, and 6 touchdowns for Marlar as well. Mitchell's on the backside of this inverted wishbone right here, and he gets the carry this time for 4 yards.
Wow. Such a big player. You know, he's just 220. I mean, 6 foot, 220. That's big for a high school running back there. You see him come through the hole. It takes a load of people to bring him down.
He is. Aaron Manford comes limping off. We've already seen 2 injuries by linemen tonight. Joe Mitchell, and now here's Aaron Manford limping off to the left side. And he was actually in there for Gabe Craig. Manford, the usual starter. Gabe started for him. And so Gabe Craig going to come back on at that left tackle spots. And once again, it's that capital I setup in the backfield. And they hand it to the third man through. That's Mitchell. But Mitchell is pounded behind the line. Wow, a full line and 2 lead blockers, and Mitchell's thrown for a yard loss. That's a tremendous defensive play.
Boy, that was Austin Smith that just met him in the hole. That was a bone-crushing play of the game right there. I tell you what. And Derek Mitchell, we talked about how big and strong he was. Austin Smith, whoo, that was a big-time hit.
He brought it 6'1" and 205, and Mitchell's 6 foot 220, and that bone-crushing play of the game brought to us by Huck Chiropractic in Deloge. We use their services after that. 2 lead blockers over the left tackle and tight end as Courtois grabs it, throws the out route, floats this one, nearly picked off, but it's caught for a first down on a 4th and 5. How about that one? That one was thrown complete to Reed Lucas on a gain of 8 yards. I thought it was going to get picked off.
Boy, he just floated it out there. Courtois just out in the flat. Reed Lucas, only his 3rd reception on the year, but that was probably the most spectacular one these Central fans have got to see.
Boy, they did it on 4th down, too, to move the sticks, so a big reception, and obviously Courtois knew exactly what he's doing when he threw that ball. Marlar beside him on the left side. They'll go with the counter once again, and that's to Harrison. But waiting for him there, James Royer. I loved watching James Royer tonight. He has made so many tackles already. 8:47 and counting down in the second quarter. 6-0 Fredericktown leads, but Central's on the march, and a 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Yeah, the first few possessions, Central ran a little bit of that wildcat. We call it the running rebel formation. A few different looks. I think they really got back to that Derek Mitchell power football, and it seemed to work for them right now.
Yep, they're moving the sticks. That's what they do best. And now DJ Buchanan is going to dot the I in the backfield. It's a power I formation. Option play right side. A late pitch. Harrison has it. Cody turns on the Jets to the 10, to the 5, and to the end zone. Touchdown. A 27-yard touchdown run by Cody Harrison. His 4th of the year, and set up perfectly on the pitch from Hunter Courtois on the option play.
Boy, that was such a great play. Courtois waited to the last possible second. He was actually hit there when he made the pitch, made the great pitch. I mean, he sold it. I thought he was going to take it all the way. Cody Harrison, he did a heck of a job concentrating, bringing in that pitch. Nice run.
And now John Comfort's on for the lead and the extra point, and this one sails wide right. So we stay tied at 6. 8:16 remaining in the first half. And we're back with your kickoff after this 1-minute timeout on Super Talk 800 KREI.
Don't let an unfortunate sports injury keep you on the sidelines. Get back in the game with chiropractor and board-certified chiropractic sports physician, Dr. Jeff Huck, at Huck Chiropractic in Deloge. If you've never tried chiropractic care before, you'll be amazed at the results. Dr. Huck would like to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this season. Give Dr. Jeff Huck a call at Huck Chiropractic Life Center at 518-0608. Huck Chiropractic, located on North Deloge Drive, just up from Casey's in Deloge.
Goggins Drilling has been serving the Parkland and beyond for over a half a century. They have a reputation for quality work that comes with over 50 years of satisfying their customers. Goggins Drilling offers sales and service on all water pumps and are on the leading edge of ground source heating systems. See Goggins Drilling for contract drilling or call 431-2450. Goggins Drilling, when you want more than just a hole in the ground.
Well, here's the kickoff for Central. This is Dakota Duck kicking it off. And this one brought out just past the 22-yard line. Well, an orange moon just rising to our left here on Halloween night at the home of the Central Rebels here in Park Hills. And we've got a dandy. We knew it would be. And a 6-6 ball game as Fredericktown gets the football back. And they've got a wide gap between them and the end zone. They need to go 77 yards. They'll start at their own 23-yard line. Good drive by Central to tie it up, Luke, and our ProCare Automotive and Bonterra touchdown drive.
Well, there was a real nice play there by Park Hills. And take it over in 9 plays. They went. Did they take over on their own 17 on that last drive?
I think they did, Luke.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, 83 yards.
There were some nice runs by Cody Harrison and Derek Mitchell in there, and 9 plays. They went the distance, kept off by that great option play. Curtois to Harrison, 27 yards for the touchdown.
Zach Proffer stopped at the line of scrimmage on the jet sweep that time, and that option was nice. Curtois got hit, got wrapped up, and then he's 6'2", so he's a taller guy, so he was still able to get that pitch out of there. And then the extra point failed, so he stayed tied at 6. The snap to Greminger on the 2nd and 10. He's under pressure, rolls to his right, bluffs the pass. Now he's going down. Just too many men in the backfield that time. And Blake Nephew was the one to finish him off in the backfield. Boy, Greminger kept it alive as long as he could. Just too many blue shirts coming after him, and he loses 11 yards.
Well, tell you what, that's that Central defense just getting back there in that backfield. And boy, they got some players on that defensive line.
They were relentless that time, just kept coming after him. So a 3rd and 21. And Fredericktown's backed up all the way to their own 12-yard line. Greminger gets the snap, throws it off to the left side. I think this was going to be a backward pass. And this thing was in and out of the hands of the wide receiver Sawyer, and he fortunately fell on the thing.
Boy, like you said, that was a live ball. Justin Sawyer just had the heads up enough to land on the ball. Otherwise, Park Hills, that could have been a huge turn of events.
That was a loss of 8 yards for Sawyer right there.
Well, now Fredericktown has to punt it from inside their own 10.
It's a good punt. Out to the 35 and then picks up a big Fredericktown hop, rolls out to the 43. So it'll be Central looking for the lead. We'll see if they can do it after this 30-second timeout on KREI.
By now you know that Cartridge World can fill your HP, Brother, Canon, Dell, Lexmark, and Epson laser and ink cartridges, and when they fill them, you'll always get Cartridge World's 100% satisfaction guarantee. And as they begin their 5th year in business, they say thank you to St. Francis and surrounding counties for your continued support and trust in their business. Now during this economy, doesn't it make sense to shop where you get great value and service on a product you use every day? Thanks for making Cartridge World your #1 choice in saving money. That's Cartridge World in the Maple Valley Shopping Center, Farmington.
Central football, a 6:08 remaining in this first half of play, and we're tied at 6. Derek Mitchell dots the capital I out there. Instead, they'll give it to the middle man. This time, that's Reed Lucas. Reed Lucas wades downfield a while. He's never tackled, but he's shoved backward. And so they'll just mark it where his forward progress stopped. And that was right at the 40, they say. So a gain of nearly 4 for Reed Lucas.
Right now, Central Park Hills, they're using a wide variety of guys back there. Cody Harrison, Derek Mitchell, Reed Lucas, and Danny Marler, all getting some quality touches tonight. And I think Central's got their offense going right now, and they got a good opportunity here in Fredericktown territory.
And Hunter Curtois with 1 run for 3 yards, but I thought that pass that he threw to Reed Lucas, the one that looked like it was going to get picked off, that was a big play to extend that drive on 4th down last drive. 5:23 remaining in this first half. We are tied at 6. Quick pitch out to the left side, and Marler is punched down to the ground. He gained just a yard. The first man back there knocked him off his pins. That was Reed Roberts. And got a little help from Proffer to finish him off.
Yeah, it sure was. And if you're Fredericktown, you got to like this a little bit. A 3rd and long situation for Park Hills. Not know exactly where they excel at. Boy, you know, after getting trapped deep in your own territory, having to punt, giving Central some good field position, you'd like to make a stop here.
So the Black Cat defense going to try to stiffen things up right here and see if they can pull that off. Reed Morgan out there at a tackle spot. It's a power I formation for Central, and they'll go with Marler this time as Marler spins forward for a 4-yard gain. If you're Central, you can live with this. 4th and 2. You expect to pick this up coming up.
I actually think this falls right into their plan here. You don't want to try and pick it all up at once and risk maybe a turnover or an incompletion. Get what you can, and then, hey, we're going to go for it again on 4th down.
Ball at the 35-yard line of Fredericktown. And so Central going to set up on the 4th and 2. 4:15 remaining in the first half, and we're tied at 6s. Our halftime show sponsored by Auto Spa Car Wash in Farmington and Deloge. We'll get the highlights from this game and the rest of our games on the air tonight. There's Derek Mitchell at the back end of this power I formation, and he'll get the football and he'll nose it forward for 5 yards. There's your dependable running back, and he got hit, but he falls forward, Luke. He's not a home run hitter, but he falls forward. He's got that good lean.
He sure does, and not only does he do that, that was a four plays, 4 downs, and you pick up the first again, keep the clock rolling. This is exactly what Central wanted. Keep that ball out of that big Fredericktown offense.
3:45 and counting down in this first quarter, and as Luke mentioned, Central has it and keeps that clock moving. In the backfield, DJ Buchanan is the man at the back end of the power I formation. Cody Harrison, the up man, gets the ball, though, and he shoves it forward for a 5-yard gain. Boy, the line really did something there. Gabe Craig, Blake Nephew, David Dooley, Justin McWilliams, Jordan Elzer. They just got tremendous push on that play, and for Cody Harrison, he just followed him right there for the 5-yard first down.
Right,
It was a first down play, gained 5 yards.
Absolutely, and Cody Harrison, we already seen a big-time run out of him today, and he's one of those guys, he gets a little bit of seam. He can get out there.
And once again, it's Buchanan dotting the power I formation. They'll run the option play right side. Courtois keeps it this time, and then he just mugged after that. 3 men jump on top. And out there helping to lead the charge was James Royer, 5'7", 180 pounds. He just looks like a football player, though. Courtois gains 2. A couple of carries for Hunter on the night. Cody Harrison, the game's leading rusher, 7 carries and 66 yards for him, and he's got that touchdown run. So 3rd and a long 3 or a short 4. Take your pick. Mitchell dotting the I in the power I. Marler and Harrison in front of him, and Courtois the quarterback, and they'll go to Mitchell right here as Mitchell spins forward for another first down and a gain of 4 yards. Needed 4, and he got 4.
Well, Nathan Algar getting in on the tackle. I tell you what, Fredericktown's doing what they're supposed to do right. They're filling the gaps. They're doing everything you can to stop that run. Central's just getting that big push, that big offensive line right there is just getting them enough room. The big running back, Derek Mitchell's just getting enough yards.
And Luke, you mentioned earlier, look at the clock. 2 minutes and 12 seconds now and counting down. A first down for Central, and they're not going to try to leave any time for Fredericktown to do anything with the football. As we're tied at 6, headed toward the half as Derek Mitchell dots that power I in the backfield, gets it again. Mitchell slamming through, and he gains 5 yards on the play. Mitchell good for 5 more yards, brought down out there by Reed Roberts. Let's check out Mitchell's numbers for you. 8 carries for Derek tonight and 29 yards.
Boy, Reed Roberts, a sophomore, just a $155 going up tackling the senior Derek Mitchell at 220.
Whew. Giving up
a little bit there, but Reed Roberts, hey, that kid's tough.
Just a sophomore. I love his name, too. Reed is actually spelled R-E-I-D-E. Sounds like a superhero's name, Reed Roberts. Minute and 20 seconds left to play. And now here's Marler with it. And Marler's just swallowed whole that time. Marler ran into the waiting arms of Nathan Allgaier, and that was all. That end of the play right there.
Well, that time Nathan got in the backfield, and Reed Roberts, a sophomore, getting back there for a negative play, and that's what Coach Henson wants right there. We can't let Central just keep chipping away with 3 yards at a time, 3 to 4 yards at a time. Get you a negative play in there and really disrupt the offense.
Time out on the field. We're tied at 6. A minute 17 remaining, and Central's driving it. Back with more after this. 1 minute timeout on KREI.
When Dad falls off the ladder, your son scrapes his knee, or you break out with a bad fever, Midwest Convenient Care is there when you need them.
This is Christy Cunningham. As a mom, I am so thrilled Midwest Convenient Care has opened a facility in Bonne Terre. As accident-prone as my family can be, it's nice to know that they're close in Farmington and Bonne Terre.
Midwest Convenient Care, located next to Lowe's in Farmington and behind Dairy Queen in Bonne Terre. Learn more at MidwestConvenientCare.com. Midwest Convenient Care, there when you need them.
Dwight Harrington of Leadbell Pump and Supply has been serving St. Francis and the surrounding counties for several decades. Leadbell Pump and Supply can provide you with free estimates on well drilling and pump installation today. In addition, they also do repairs and service work, and they provide trenching and electric services. For your entire pump supply needs and more, stop in Leadbell Pump and Supply on East Elvin Street in Park Hills or call 431-2476.
Daniel Marler on a 3rd and 6 trying to get around that left end. Can't do it. Nathan Algier tracked him down. Gain of just a yard, bringing up a 4th and 5. Big play right here, Luke.
It sure is. 4th down. It sure looks like Park Hills is going to go for it again.
It'll be a 4th and 5. Algier with a couple of really nice plays consecutively. The clock continues to run at 50 seconds and counting down here in this first half, and we're tied at 6.
This drive started at the Fredericktown 43, and it's already the 11th play.
Twins to the right side, one man off to the left. They'll flood the right side now as Harrison goes in motion over there. Hunter Curtois rolling it to the right side, floats a pass way back over to the left, and he hit Austin Caldwell in the hands and couldn't hold on in the end zone. That was a terrific design play, and Caldwell open on the leap out there. Closest man to him was Reed Roberts. Just got enough in his way to, I guess, disrupt it and break his concentration, and he couldn't hang on for the touchdown.
Oh, hey, man, that just breaks your heart if you're that kid right there. That was a little West Coast offense there. You roll right, bring the defense with you, throw it back to your tight end, doing the fade in the end zone. Whew, set up perfect by Central, just couldn't execute it.
Well, Fredericktown going to set up in a victory formation right here. Grimminger will take a knee, and we will go to the half, it looks like. 6-6 is the score. And that'll be the final play of the first half. Well, Halloween night, Central and Fredericktown, and we're tied at 6 after the first half. I guess everything's working out just fine.
Well, I tell you what, like I was saying earlier, Central took over on the Fredericktown 43 there, ran 11 plays, took off over 6 minutes of football clock, almost 6 minutes of time on the clock. And those 11 plays didn't let Fredericktown get the ball back to do anything. Yeah, missed the big opportunity to get the touchdown at the end. But, hey, if you're Central, you got to like the way the ball game's going right now.
It's almost a win for both sides in a way. So we're tied at 6, and we go to the half. 6-6 our score at the half. Fredericktown and Central. Luke, the first time this one went into overtime or earlier this year. I could see that happening again, or maybe an extra point being the difference.
Boy, I tell you what, and really both teams have pretty much taken care of the ball. Just the 2 miscues there, one by each team. But I really like the way this game's going right now. It sure has been fun.
It has been fun. And thanks for joining us tonight on KREI and also online at MyMoInfo.com. Jack Sadler bringing us our video online on KREI Web TV. And we'd like to thank Andy's Garage in Park Hills. Andy's Garage sponsoring our web TV coverage of tonight's game as well. So we're getting ready for our second half kickoff. Justin Sawyer and Zach Proffer back to receive it. Central going to boot it away to Fredericktown to start the second half. And it's Dakota Duck to kick it away for Central. Fredericktown will be returning it from our left to our right side as Luke and I look at and describe the action to you. We're tied at 6, getting ready to start our third quarter of play. We'll check the scoreboard after. There's some interesting scores out there. We'll check that scoreboard coming up after the kickoff. Duck, the left-footed kicker, sends it deep. Sawyer grabs the 11-yard and builds up ahead of Steve to the 20. It's flipped off of his feet right there. That's a good open field tackle. And just grabbing his ankle right there was Cody Harrison. Sykeston, just Central in a good tackle. Looks like St. Harrison. New Madrid.
They sure are. Sykeston and Cape right now. Sykeston leads that one in the third quarter, 7-3. For the Sykeston will play the winner when Hills North County game. 7-3 leading that 14-7. St. John and New Madrid right now tied up at 7 apiece. That's still in the first half.
Ah, wow. So it is Fredericktown with the football first as we start this second half of play, and Jeremy Grimminger keeps the ball. Woo! He is tagged as he got through that line of scrimmage. Gets out there for just a couple of yards, and Duck seats him. My goodness. That was one of those crown collisions. Hit of the game. Duck popped him right there. Gain of just a couple for Greminger. Greminger comfortably in the pocket this time and hits his man right on the money. That's Justin Sawyer with the crossing route. Sawyer ducked in right at the 45-yard line and rips off a 10-yard gain. Greminger hit him right in the seam.
Right in the numbers and right at the first down marker. Great route and a great catch by Sawyer. Great throw by Greminger.
Sawyer with 4 grabs and 48 yards on the night. Move the sticks for Fredericktown. So Greminger throws the out route this time and once again intended for Sawyer, but he threw this one too tall and too long. However, there is a flag on the play. It came as Sawyer was coming out of his break, but it's Central players motioning like they feel this is going against Fredericktown. And indeed, it is an illegal shift going against the Black Cats. I've got that as the Black Cats' first penalty and only one so far on Central. It's one of the reasons we had such a fast-moving first half. It was cleanly played.
Yeah, when we get to this stage in the playoffs, you got to figure you got 2 teams that are pretty disciplined, know how to play the game, play a pretty clean game.
And both of the coaches described the other team as disciplined as well, so they obviously feel that way about their own team and the opposition. We're tied at 6. Fredericktown with the first possession of the second half right here. They've got a 1st and 15 after the penalty at their own 40-yard line. New wide receiver wide to the right is Tyler Reed. He's going to be that wide receiver wide. Greminger gets the snap, leans back, throws it down the left side. A little bit of hand fighting. Jake Karokas out there, but he was covered very well by Marler. You got a little bit of contact, don't you? I mean,
well, Jake Karokas, the senior wide receiver there, he was running the go route, and I tell you what, Greminger overshot him, but Karokas looks like he kind of pulled up on his route. Hey, man, when you're on the go, you got to go, and your quarterback, especially when you got an arm like that, he's going to throw it to you.
So Greminger 5 for 7 on the night. Sawyer comes over on the jet sweep. They're going to run the reverse and put it on the ground. A tremendous play to get the recovery there by Proffer. Now, he's the one that mishandled it, so by all rights, he's the one that should have been on top of that ball. But a nice job jumping back on top to save what could have been a disastrous turn of events for Fredericktown. -2 for Proffer there.
Yeah, that could have been really disastrous. A little jet sweep to Sawyer. We've seen that plenty of times. This time he pitches it back to Proffer on the end around. Proffer, like you said, just couldn't hold on to it, but luckily was able to pounce on it before Central got there.
Actually a -8 there on the play. Sawyer joining 2 other wide receivers off to the left side. Reed's on an island off to the right here as Greminger looks for him. Reed on that post route. This one's picked off. Greminger floated it just a little bit. Cody Harrison read it, came across the diving catch, and gets it for Central. Rebel football at the Fredericktown 45.
Boy, what a tremendous game-changing play that was. Cody Harrison, man, what a great athletic play, diving and catching that interception.
We've seen Greminger so many times put zip on the ball. That time he tried to kind of tuck it in over some up men and then in front of the secondary that had dropped deep, and he kind of floated it that time. That allowed the defensive back Harrison to get that good break on the ball. Mitchell, the capital I in this big I formation right here, and Mitchell's got some room to run here. Mitchell rumbles down to the 30 and rips off a 15-yard gain. That's a big one for Mr. Mitchell.
That was one of his biggest ones of the night so far, and I'll talk about Cody Harrison. He punched it in on the touchdown, 27-yard touchdown run in the first half. Comes up with a big interception, takes that possession away from Fredericktown. Right now, man, he's making a case for Central. Hey, we want to move on in this playoffs.
Making a case for player of the game, too. Triple I set up once again. Sam Holloway going to lead the charge. There's Harrison in the middle of the whole thing, and it's Mitchell that gets the carry. Mitchell kind of spins in the hole right along that left hash mark over his left tackle. And Mitchell's up ahead for just a pair. Derek Mitchell has the most carries on the night for Central, and in fact the most carries for anybody tonight so far. 10 tries and 46 yards, and that's just right about what his average is, 4.6 yards a carry tonight, 4.9 for the season. It's going to be a power eye this time, and Mitchell's at the tail end of it. Karokas under center, play action fake, option play right side, a late pitch, a dangerous one, and Mitchell, fortunately for the Rebels, scoops it off the turf and gains 4 yards. That one could have easily gone the other way. Now, we've seen Kurtois do a nice job with the late pitch earlier, but that one could have been deadly for his team.
That was a little bit too close for comfort there, and especially on those option play, Chads. You know, a bad pitch can be, 6 the other way easier than any other play in football, I think.
9 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We're tied at 6. The interception by Cody Harrison is given the football to Central in Fredericktown territory. Central looking at a 3rd and 5. They're at the Fredericktown 25-yard line.
Well, this is 4-down territory, I think, for Central no matter what. So they're getting 2 plays here.
Marler and Harrison up tight. Buchanan is the deep man. And Marler taken down behind the line. Shooting the gap right there. Cody Mentier just knifing through that would-be blocker and chopped him down in the backfield for a 3-yard loss.
Well, nice play by Cody there. I tell you what, that's exactly what Fredericktown needed right there, a negative play, because going to make this 4th down just a little bit harder for Park Hills right now.
Get Central off schedule a little bit. That's what you want to do. Courtois, 30 for 65 coming in, so don't throw the ball a lot. Courtois, 2 for 3 tonight so far. 2 wide receivers to the right side, Austin Caldwell and Marler, and twins off to the left side as well. That's Reed Lucas out there, joined by DJ Buchanan. Buchanan going to get it on the pitch. They'll go with the reverse play right here, and they'll come all the way around to this left side as Marler finds the corner. Now it will be a 1st down on the run as he got all the way down to the 16, but there is a flag on the play. It was a gain of 12 yards, but it was assisted, Luke, by a hold.
Well, it's going to give Park Hills one more shot at it, and I think they're going to punt it now.
So the 10-yard penalty going against Central. Well, I was going to say they ran the right play, but when you hold it, sometimes it looks like it was the right play no matter what. Credit to Marler, too, and his good speed, because I really thought he looked like he was going down in the backfield there for a moment.
He sure was, and then, if he goes down the backfield, the penalty doesn't matter. At least right now, Park Hills has an opportunity to at least save some field position.
Well, they've got a ways to go here. 4th and 26. Yeah, let's punt this. John Comfort on to punt. Justin Sawyer, the return man. Comfort under some pressure. He nails one, though, over to the right side, and it picks up a hop as well. Great punt by Comfort as this thing angles to the far sideline and goes out of bounds on the Fredericktown 6-yard line.
Boy, that was a nice punt there, and especially after that crazy 4th down play. Central really caught a break there.
Fredericktown football. Fredericktown looked like they were going to put together a drive last time. Cody Harrison came up with a fantastic interception. So get Jeremy Greminger with his heels inside of the 2-yard line is back in the gun. He's got his fullback James Royer with him there. Swings it out to the right side to Sawyer, and Sawyer immediately swarmed. Gained maybe a yard right there. John Comfort tackles him, then pulls him back up off the ground.
Well, Justice Sawyer, he's speedy, Right there, I think Greminger, he's got the strong arm. He just kind of left a little too much air underneath that ball right there. Sawyer had to come off his feet to catch it. Wasn't able to actually make a move.
And Sawyer actually lost 2 yards in the completion right there, so it'll be a second, just about 12. So Greminger back in the gun, and his heels now on the goal line. Proffer the motion man. So Greminger gets the snap, receives it in his own end zone, and a beautiful pass to Jake Karokas. Karokas out across the 15 to the 16-yard line on a gain of 9, and that's one of those great balls by Greminger that he just put right on the money.
Well, Karokas, he's got 20 catches on the year for just over 500 yards. So that there tells you when this kid's getting the ball, he's getting some yards.
Yep, sure does. And 10 touchdowns, too. 20 catches and 10 touchdowns. That's not a bad ratio. 3rd and 3. Running back is James Royer. But now here's a stoppage in play. And Fredericktown had a 3rd and 2, a 3rd and 3, and they jumped. Turned it into a 3rd and 7 or a 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, that was Zach Proffer. He was part of when them 3 wide receivers spread out to the right there. Just got going a little bit too early.
So line of scrimmage is the 10 now for Fredericktown, their own 10. And Greminger, the quarterback, looks at his wristband. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right side. He pushes 2 of them over to the left side as well. James Royer going to be his running back right beside him. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. And now here's a pass to Sawyer. 1st down and more. Sawyer hit once and twice, pounded down to the ground, but he gets all the way out to the 26-yard line. A gain of 16 yards and another terrific throw by Jeremy Greminger.
That time Sawyer coming out of the slot, he just ran that 15-yard out so quick. Like you said, the kid gets to full speed in just a few steps. He was wide open there on that little out route. Nice pickup for a first down.
6 catches for Sawyer tonight and 62 yards. He has 62 of the 77 receiving yards for Fredericktown. Fredericktown works out of a deep hole right there to move those chains. And Greminger almost picked up again. Greminger never saw the man coming. Austin Caldwell, the middle linebacker, just popped out of nowhere and had his mitt on the ball, and I think maybe his eyes on the end zone, Luke.
I think he did. Austin Caldwell, he didn't even see the ball coming. It just happened to land there in his hands. Couldn't hold on to it. Big break for Fredericktown right there.
So a 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage for Fredericktown, their own 27. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Greminger going to run the straight keeper, gets a nice block, but dumped by Caldwell. A couple of back-to-back great plays by Caldwell. The deflection and the near interception, and then the open field tackle of Greminger as he holds him to just 3 yards.
Now, Greminger, he's really the big-time rusher on this team, and just doesn't seem like he's been able to get going tonight.
He had over 1,000 yards coming in, Luke, and 5.8 yards per carry, but Greminger tonight, 6 rushes for only 2 yards. Greminger going to put Sawyer in motion just slightly, though. He's got Proffer over the middle and finds him. Terrific catch by Proffer, and he's to the midfield. He's to the 40, cuts back to the 30, down to the 25, and all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 47 yards to Zach Proffer.
Well, I think Zach Proffer makes up for that false start back there on the 8-yard line a while ago with that huge reception. Greminger hit him in stride there, and Proffer was just off to the races, made a couple guys miss. Finally brought down there at the 22.
I think that one was just slightly deflected before it got to him, too. That's what it looked like to me. An amazing catch by Proffer. So Greminger going to try to keep it moving right here. Throws the out route right here. A diving attempt on the far sideline, but Jake Karokas can't quite haul it in. That's a catch of the night by Proffer as far as I'm concerned. That was awesome.
It sure is, and he really had to like the momentum that Central defense was getting after Greminger, and you had a feeling that they were going to make a big stop, but Proffer breaks it open for Fredericktown offense and kind of feel that momentum shift a little bit.
Yep. Every score going to be magnified in this one. It goes so fast. 5:17 remaining in the third. We're tied at 6. And Fredericktown is on the march. Greminger keeps it, cuts back to the middle, and he's driven down, just nowhere to go. A nice job by Caldwell. The middle linebacker actually cut him off on the outside, and then Reed Lucas swooping in from the inside to make the play. A gain of just 2 for Greminger. 7 carries, 4 yards tonight for Greminger. Greminger's been spectacular through the air on a couple of occasions, though. 124 yards passing for Greminger tonight, 9 for 14. Greminger puts 3 wide receivers to the left and 1 man off an island to the right side. Greminger swings a pass to Proffer to the left side. Proffer to the 20, explodes to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Proffer. Proffer with a huge catch earlier, and now it's the 23-yard touchdown strike on the swing route to the left side, and Proffer got to top speed instantly. Score it for Fredericktown, and a 12-6 lead for the Black Cats. 4:34 remaining in the third.
Boy, what a play there, the senior Proffer. Boy, that might have been, we talked all night long about Justin Sawyer and how quick he is. Zach Proffer on that play, that hasn't been the fastest I've seen anybody move all night.
He just exploded through the defenders that time. Ty Burks is on for the extra point. Here's the snap. The hold is down, and Burks' extra point this time. It's wide again. So still no extra points tonight, but at the 4:34 mark of this third frame, Fredericktown's back on top. 12-6. Got your kickoff in a minute on KREI.
Crown Motors Service Center north of Farmington, the name says it all. They're at your service. They're committed to fixing your vehicle quickly and completely. Every member of their mechanic team is ASE certified and Chrysler trained. Brad Wooten, the service director, is dedicated to customer satisfaction. Crown Motors Service offers a shuttle service, courtesy cars, and night drop for service department customers. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday 9 until 2. Crown Motors Service, Highway 67 north of Farmington at the Fairgrounds exit.
At Ken's Cards and Coins, they make it easy for you to find what you're looking for when it comes to coin. Paper money, sports memorabilia, and vintage sports cards. If they don't have it, they can help you find it. If you're thinking of starting a collection or you already have one established, stop by and talk to Ken. He can help you get started or find that special piece you've been looking for. Ken's Cards and Coins, 323 West Main Street in Park Hills. Now buying coins.
For Fredericktown, it's a short kick, and it hops right in front of Cody Harrison. Hops straight up. Fredericktown almost had a chance at it, and Harrison's tackled on the spot. So Central with the ball at their own 32. And, Luke, let's talk about that touchdown drive from ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre.
An impressive drive it was. Fredericktown taking over at their own 6-yard line. You remember there, they were at 3rd and long back deep in their own territory. We got the huge reception there by Justin Sawyer. And then another big reception, Proffer. 2 big receptions on that drive. The big one across the middle, pick up the first down, and then the 20-yard swing pass. Man, he was lightning quick on that one for the touchdown.
Oh, he was. Sawyer went 16 yards, and then it was Proffer for 47, and then 20 more. You add it all up, 94 yards later. A touchdown for the lead by Fredericktown. And Fredericktown on top, 12-6. None of the extra points have gone through tonight. Mitchell grabs the ball over the left tackle, and he's got a pair. 12 carries for Derek tonight, 52 yards. I don't know how many more possessions we're going to have tonight. Central's going to soak up the clock here a while, probably. 2nd and 7 upcoming. Mitchell on the back end of this inverted wishbone. They'll give it to the left halfback that time, Harrison. And Harrison got a little seam. Nice piece of blocking over there by Gabe Craig. Craig has played tight end for much of the year, but slides into that left tackle spot tonight. Craig and Nephew over there on the left side did a nice job opening the hole, and it's a gain of 6 that time for Harrison.
Well, it's a good problem to have when you got so many backs. Derek Mitchell has been so consistent in running for 3 or 4 yards. But I think Cody Harrison's been the most explosive back they've had tonight.
I agree. Courtois under center, once again the inverted wishbone, and Mitchell has it, steps out of a tackle, and then slides forward. It's going to be close. Needed about 1.5 yards. Not sure if he got it. Coming off the bottom of the pile right there, Cody Mentier.
Oh, yes. Boy, I think they're going to go for it here in their own territory. 4th down.
Well,
playoff football.
This is what this is what they believe, in their operation. They believe they can pick up short yardage situations. 3:26 remaining in the 3rd frame. 12-6, Fredericktown on top. They'll bring the sticks over to measure it here. We'd like to thank Fredericktown Schools, Crown Motor Service Department in Farmington, Huck Chiropractic in Deloge, Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown, and Maggie May Concert at the Nelson Music City in Noblick. They'll stretch the chains out. And for Central, well, they need about 6 inches, it looks like. 3:26 remaining in the 3rd frame, 12-6. Fredericktown just scored to take the lead. We'll have volleyball coming up on Saturday, state championship-style volleyball. St. Pius and Perryville both making it to the state's Final Four. They'll play round-robin on Friday, and that'll determine if they play in the 3rd place of the championship game. Either way, we'll have those Saturday matches for you. And MAC basketball on the air on Friday night right here on KREI, and Saturday as well. So that'll be fun. We'll have the volleyball for you on J98, by the way. Inverted wishbone. Hunter Courtois, the quarterback. Mitchell, the deep man in this inverted wishbone. 6 inches is all Central needs, and they'll give it off to Mitchell. He's got 6 inches plus 4 yards. And Derek Mitchell with his 14th carry of the night. He's got 57 yards. Corey Schweiss said before the game, we'd really like to establish Marler tonight. We need to find a way to get him the ball, but it's really been Mitchell. Mitchell has 14 carries to only 8 for Marler. Marler with only 9 yards on his 8 carries, and Mitchell kind of that straight-ahead back, 57 yards on 14 tries.
Well, Donnie Mahler, they'd like to get him involved, and we're back here and look at this Wildcat coming back out, the running Rebel.
And there you go, and Marler is that back behind the center in this running Rebel formation, and Marler gets it, veers it off to the right side. He was actually grabbed in the backfield and somehow gains 6 yards. I don't even know how he got to the hole that time.
Well, that time, right before that play, we were talking about Marler. He was talking about wanting to get him involved in so many plays because he's such an explosive player there and such an athletic kid. And, yeah, he's really been kind of limited in his opportunity. He got a few opportunities, and Fredericktown's really done a nice job of stopping him down. But on that play, he comes out and gets a nice game.
Yeah, he sure did. angling to the right side, and he was grabbed and cut off, it looked like, but then cut it right back up into the hole. Did a nice job. So it's Mitchell once again on 2nd and 5. Mitchell was the deep man in that inverted wishbone. Instead, they give it to Harrison, the right up halfback. Needed 4, and he's just about there. It looks like he's going to be just shy.
24, Justin Sawyer.
So 4 yards for Harrison. Harrison has 9 carries and 76 yards. Tonight, they do really spread it out on this team. I mean, they pass those carries out all over the place. Here's Mitchell, the deep man, once again, the inverted wishbone. Courtois comes down under center, and once again, it's 3rd and less than a yard. Courtois under center. He gives it to Marler this time. And Marler right behind that left tackle. It was Ryan Morgan just kind of holding on as Marler went by him, and Marler gains 5 yards and moved the sticks for the Central Rebels. 1st and 10 for the Rebels at the 37-yard line of Fredericktown.
Well, once again, Fredericktown just taking their time, going down the field. And, you know, we talked about these, you know, this set of feature backs they got. But, hey, you know, Gabe Craig, who's playing a little bit of tackle right now, Blake Nephew and David Dooley, Justin McWilliams, those boys up front are the real guys getting it done.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job tonight, and we're at 1:17 remaining in this 3rd quarter. It's a counter play, and Marler is gone. They're not going to catch this dude. Marler got it on a little veer to the left side. 38 yards later, we're tied. 12-12 at 1:07 remaining in the 3rd.
Boy, we were just talking about Danny Marler, you know, how we really haven't seen a whole lot out of him tonight. And on this series, he comes out and he shows us what a big-time play that was.
And what an interesting wrinkle as well, Luke. Marler got it veering from the right to the left side, and actually they had the option set up to Buchanan as the pitch man as he was running outside, and Marler even faked a pitch to him on the way by. John Comfort's on for the lead. The extra point is up and through. So 13-12, and Central is on top. 1:07 remaining in the 3rd, and we'll tell you more on the other side of this 1-minute pause on KREI.
The Deloge Walmart Supercenter is a proud sponsor of high school sports. They take this opportunity to wish the best of luck to all the athletes and coaches this school year. Walmart Supercenter of Deloge is very proud of local athletes. Proven records have shown that our athletes have what it takes to succeed, and they put in countless hours of practice and show true dedication to their sport. So the best of luck to all the players and coaches from Walmart Supercenter in Deloge. Save money, live better, Walmart.
The next time that you need work done around your home or business, you need to call LaPlante & Sons Excavating. Whether you're in need of a basement, sewer, pond, or backhoe work, LaPlante & Sons Excavating are the ones to call. LaPlante & Sons also does yard work, rock work, and even ball fields. Work never stops for LaPlante & Sons. Their hours are from daylight until sunset, 7 days a week. For more information, call LaPlante & Sons at 573-631-4569. That's 631-4569.
Kicks it off deep. Sawyer's got it. Breaks 2 tackles. He's in midfield. And he goes to the 40, down to the 30-yard line. Breaks 2 tackles down to the 20. And now finally the 17-yard line. The electric Justin Sawyer grabbed it at his own 17 and takes it the other way to the Central 17.
Boy, I think he made everybody on that kickoff coverage miss twice in the tackle. What a great return. He just couldn't make him miss a 3rd time. Otherwise, hey, got to give it to that Park Hills Central kickoff coverage for not giving up on that one.
Wow, what a great return.
Chase him down.
Whew. 66 yards for him on the return right there. And it's 1st and 10 for Fredericktown at the Central 18-yard line. Greminger runs the straight keeper over the left tackle. Not much there for him. He leans forward for maybe 2. And off the bottom of the pile, a Duck and a Lucas. Well, we had 2 scores, Luke, in the first half, and now all of a sudden we've got some fireworks going here at Central. 13-12, 27 seconds and counting down here in this 3rd quarter. Could be the last play of the 3rd frame. Greminger's back in the gun. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right side. Swings it out to Proper over there, and he is surrounded. And I mean surrounded. And Hunter Courtois picked him up and planted him.
Hunter Courtois, Reed Lucas, and Cody Harrison. All 3, they've seen that play before. Proper took it in for a touchdown on the last series.
John Comfort may be helping out there as well. Boy, they were all over that baby. We've come to the end of the third, and it's 13-12. Central by a point. Fredericktown deep in Rebel territory. And we'll tell you more after this 1-minute timeout on KREI.
Hi, this is Mary Lee, owner of Earth Mother Health Foods. Did you know we're the largest, most complete health food store in southeast Missouri? You know, if you're feeling tired, maybe you need to be on a good vitamin. We invite you to come into Earth Mother and get a free sample of a vitamin that you can feel the same day you take it. Now, stop by Earth Mother Health Foods. We have 3,500 square feet of products to meet your health care needs. That's at Earth Mother Health Foods, 220 East Harrison in downtown Farmington, 573-756-7852.
If you want to enter motorcycle heaven, step inside one of Donaldson Cycle's 3 stores. You won't be dreaming when you see no money down and as low as 3.99 financing on Yamaha machines with approved credit. You won't be dreaming when you discover you can get up to $700 customer cash or a Warren winch when you purchase a Grizzly 450, 550, or 700 ATV. Or you learn that you can save up to $2,000 on Yamaha street bikes. Donaldson Cycles has been motorcycle riders' heaven for 50 years in St. Anne, South County, or Fort Municipal Drive right here in Park Hills.
13-12, Central on top. An exciting kickoff return by Justin Sawyer. Went 66 yards, set up Fredericktown in good field position, but now they are looking at a 3rd and 11 at the 19-yard line of Central. So Fredericktown ball, they snap it back to Jeremy Greminger. He's looking for the end zone. Double coverage out there, but it's caught by Jake Karokas. Turned all the way around from the right to the left side and somehow hauled it in. A 19-yard touchdown pass. Jeremy Greminger to Jake Karokas, the catch of the night. Right in the middle of a double team, Karokas looking inside, spins around to the outside, and hauls it in for the score. What a play on the first play of the fourth. And 18-13, Fredericktown leads.
Boy, what a spectacular catch. Karokas, the middle receiver in that 3-receiver set, runs a little post corner route, and he had a couple of guys on there. I seen Greminger throwing it to the corner. Karokas comes out of nowhere and makes a beautiful catch.
Fredericktown going for 2. Greminger cuts back, leans forward, can't do it. 5-point game. 18-13 our score, a 5-point advantage for Fredericktown, and what a grab by Jake Karokas, his 11th touchdown catch of the season. We've got your kickoff in a minute on KREI.
Max Gym in Park Hills is a super clean facility dedicated to health and fitness. Max Gym offers no sign-up fees or commitments. You pay for what you need, and you definitely get what you pay for. Plus, tanning beds are available as well. Owners Chris and Heather McFarland just added 800 square feet of new workout area. Max Gym is open 24 hours, 365 days a year, so you can work out around your schedule. That's Max Gym in Park Hills.
Oh, what a response from Fredericktown as the Black Cats go back on top, 18-13. That was set up by a 66-yard kickoff return for Fredericktown by Justin Sawyer. And then what a grab by Karokas to finish it off, Luke. And another touchdown drive right there, courtesy of ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre.
Oh, that one, and not much to that one. Like you said, the kickoff return brought it back to all the way down to the Central 17. And just in 3 plays, 3rd down, a beautiful 19-yard pass to Karokas from Greminger.
It's one of those pop-up kickoffs that time. And boy, there's Jake Karokas. He's got 2 plays in a row. He just caught the touchdown. And then Karokas comes out and makes a big hit on the special teams play on that short kickoff that time. And Karokas with a big hit right there, a little stinger by the return man, Logan Comforts. Well, it's Central's turn now. 18-13 the score. And Fredericktown back on top. We've gone back and forth. This is everything that we thought it would be, Luke. Great, great game.
Sure has been.
Central football, once again, they'll come double tight, triple backs. And Mitchell's at the tail end of the whole thing. Here's student body right. And Mitchell stumbles forward for 3. And there's James Royer once again. I think we called James Royer's name 3 times in the first 3 plays, and we continue to call it.
Boy, that's just a kid that likes to get in on every play, and really what you look for, especially in a player like that.
15 carries for Mitchell, 60 yards tonight. And a 2nd and 6 upcoming for Central. They've kind of saddled up Mitchell here in the second half. They'll go with a power I formation, power right. Harrison, the right halfback, and they go to him sometimes out of this thing. This time, though, they just keep it with Courtois. They slam it up ahead for 6 yards on the quarterback sneak. I like it.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice play by Park Hills there. They got a little surge for their offensive line. Courtois, nice pickup, and Park Hills Central right back where they like to be here, 3rd and short.
3rd and 1 upcoming. I remember in high school, my team beat a state-ranked team, Luke. We ran a 55-yard dive play and a 60-yard quarterback sneak. We beat them 14-7. It's the triple I formation once again, and once again, it's Mitchell at the tail end of this thing, just needs a yard. Dives into the middle of a pack. I was going to say initially it's going to be close, but it looks like as the officials come in, they spot him across that first down marker. Cody Mentier with the tackle right there. And for Mitchell, he just needed a yard, and, well, he got it. 16 carries and 61 yards now for him. Mitchell coming off a little bit gingerly over to the sideline. 1st and 10 for Central at their own 48. And the deep back this time is Buchanan on the power I formation. Marler and Harrison, the other two backs. Courtois under center, double tight set. Option play right side. Courtois keeps it. He had a gap for a moment. And then he was cut off by Ryan Morgan. But a nice 6-yard gainer on first down. And if you're Central and you're gaining 6 yards on first down, you're winning. Yeah, Courtois comes out, maybe another one of those running rebel formations.
Absolutely. And Karokas kind of playing the outside linebacker there. He bit hard on the option play, and Courtois made the right read and just turned it up.
Well, this is just the backup quarterback, Braden Mannion, out there right now. Mannion striding out there. And he'll hand it off to Harrison. Harrison tries to slam right through the middle. Picked up a yard. Defense stiffened that time. Corey Sorg with the tackle, 6'1", 280 pounds. And Mannion continuing to stay on the field. Gain of a yard for Harrison that time.
Well, Coach Schweitz wanted to have a few words there with his quarterback, Courtois, so he sends Mannion in to hand the ball off. And if you're Park Hills, that's a pretty easy job right now.
They're going to go with the straight T formation. First time we've seen this one is a T formation, and going deep and wide open down the right side. This is a touchdown to Braden Mannion. The backup quarterback snuck out there as a wide receiver, and Courtois hit him on the wide open route. A 44-yard touchdown strike, and Central goes back on top, 19-18.
Well, Chad, they had everybody fooled. They put the backup quarterback Mannion in there for 2 plays, and Courtois, the starter, is out here on the sideline talking to Coach. Well, he goes out there to take Mannion's place back in the huddle. Mannion never even comes off the field completely. He stays out here on the numbers, lines up on the line of scrimmage, doesn't have anybody covering him, just went on the go route. What a great play by Central.
Yeah, and Corey Schweitz says, hey, we've got some stuff installed. That was one of them. That was one of the stuff he was talking about. They're going to go with the triple I formation once again here and go for 2. And now it's a route over to the left side, and it's picked off in the end zone. So the 2-point conversion goes awry, but Central's back on top, 19-18. The first catch of the year for Braden Mannion, and it goes for 6 points to number 6. 19-18, Central by a point. 8:59 remaining in the fourth. Your kickoff in a minute on KREI.
Ozarks Modern Insulation has over 30 years of excellence in the insulation business. As a leader in the area, fulfilling all of your insulation needs with quality workmanship, they provide experienced installation in new and existing residential structures, commercial, and industrial work. Call today for your free estimate. Ozarks Modern Insulation, located off Highway 67 on St. Joe Drive in Park Hills at 573-431-2707, 636-937-1966, or toll free at 1-877-64 Ozark.
Crown Motors Service Center north of Farmington, the name says it all. They're at your service. They're committed to fixing your vehicle quickly and completely. Every member of their mechanic team is ASE certified and Chrysler trained. Brad Wooten, the service director, is dedicated to customer satisfaction. Crown Motors Service offers a shuttle service, courtesy cars, and night drop for service department customers. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 5, Saturday 9 until 2. Crown Motors Service, Highway 67 north of Farmington, at the Fairgrounds exit.
Derek Mitchell comes on for the kickoff, slams it into the up men of Fredericktown. It bounces right back to Central. Cody Harrison hops on top, and Central's got it back.
Got it back in Fredericktown territory, and we know how Fredericktown or Central likes to run the clock here. Just under 9 minutes left. Fredericktown might not have a chance to get the ball back.
Well, you might be right. What a huge play. Harrison has an interception, and now he's got a recovery on a kickoff, Luke. If he's around, good things are happening for Central. I want to go back to that touchdown that Central just had, too. We'll talk a little bit more about that after this play as Curtois comes down under center, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell slams right through the middle, just shedding would-be tacklers along the way. He gains 6. Well, what a clever play by Central on that touchdown.
Oh, it sure was, and I know I went through it kind of quick while ago, but basically they put the backup quarterback Mannion in for 2 plays. We're thinking, well, what's going on? Maybe Curtois is hurt. Maybe he's over there on the sideline having a chat. Well, on the third down, Mannion's actually staying out there in the huddle a little bit. Curtois runs in, spells him out. Mannion, he doesn't come completely off the field, though. I mean, he fools everybody in this stadium right now. He just stays over here on the near sideline, right about a little over the other side of the numbers. Nobody covers him on the defense. He just runs the go route, and Curtois hits him with a beautiful pass.
That was tricky. And now here's a stoppage of play before it ever got started on a timeout by Central.
I just get excited talking about it. I start speeding up, I start off nice and slow explaining things. I just get rattling at the end of it.
It was brilliant. Now, it was executed flawlessly. 8:08 remaining in the fourth time on the field. 19-18. Central's got the lead in the ball when we come back in a minute on KREI.
When Dad falls off the ladder, your son scrapes his knee, or you break out with a bad fever, Midwest Convenient Care is there when you need them.
This is Christy Cunningham. As a mom, I am so thrilled Midwest Convenient Care has opened a facility in Bonne Terre. As accident-prone as my family can be, it's nice to know that they're close in Farmington and Bonne Terre.
Midwest Convenient Care, located next to Lowe's in Farmington and behind Dairy Queen in Bonne Terre. Learn more at MidwestConvenientCare.com. Midwest Convenient Care. There when you need them.
When it comes to collision repair on your vehicle, call Brad Wheaton and the team at Crown Collision Center. For 9 straight years, Crown Collision Center has been ranked 3rd in the nation in customer satisfaction at 98%. Recognized by Motor Trend magazine, they perform all collision repairs on any make and model, foreign or domestic. All done by factory-trained certified technicians, and they're 5-star rated. State-of-the-art facility, and all work carries a written lifetime warranty. Call Brad Wheaton for your collision repair at Crown Collision Center, 800-996-2566.
There's Derek Mitchell slamming through the middle of the line on a 2nd and 4, picks up 3. Mitchell's carried the mail tonight, 18 carries for him and 70 yards.
3rd and 1.
Well, it's been a fun game. 19-18 is the score. And it's Central by a point. 7:35 and counting down in the fourth quarter. Central just recovered a kick that went off one of the up men of Fredericktown. Mitchell's got it again. Mitchell breaks into the open. He was about an eyelash from going the distance right there. That was an 8-yard gain for Mitchell.
Yeah, Justin Sawyer playing the cornerback position there made a touchdown-saving tackle, a tackle that probably is going to keep Fredericktown in the ball game for this point.
Now, with just that 1-point differential, you would think that even if Central scores here, it would still be a 1-possession game, unless they went for 2, but you wouldn't think they'd do that. We'll see. We'll see what unfolds. Mitchell still on the tail end of this inverted wishbone. It's a keeper by Curtois, just tucked in behind that big line. He just dives forward for 5. Curtois has 5 carries for 22 yards.
Assisted by number 42, James.
Boy, every time one team gets a break, the other one comes back with another big play, doesn't it?
Yeah. So many different wrinkles in this one. That's a fun one. It's going to be hard to choose our Unico Bank player of the game. Really hard. I think Cody Harrison's a pretty nice selection right now, as Mitchell has to really hold on to that football. You can tell Fredericktown is really going for the football right now, Luke, and Mitchell just hangs on to it and falls forward for 2. 20 carries for Mitchell tonight. He's got 80 yards, so 4 per. 6:15 and counting down in the fourth quarter. 19-18 the score. Central lead, Central ball, 3rd and 3. Power I set up. Power to the left side. They give us to Harrison. Cody behind that left tackle. A first down and some more on a gain of 7 yards for Harrison.
Well, right now you got to like this if you're a fan of the Central Rebels. Just enough to get that first down and milking that clock down.
Harrison and Mitchell, a nice 1-2 punch for the Rebs tonight. Mitchell has 20 carries for 80 yards. Harrison has 11 carries for 84. And you've got Marler with 11 carries and 58 yards and a touchdown run. And once again, it's Harrison, and Harrison just follows that left tackle once again, and they shove it forward. And it's a 3-yard gain.
Gain of 3 will make it 2nd and 7.
5:26 remaining in this fourth frame, and 19-18, Central on top. That was Harrison for 3. He's closing in on a 100-yard night. And now Marler's the deep man in this power I setup. Central continues to milk that clock all the way down. Now a timeout by Hunter Courtois. So 5:06 remaining in the fourth. 19-18. Central with a lead in the ball and a 2nd and 7 when we come back from the Fredericktown 13. Tell you more in a minute on KREI.
The next time that you need work done around your home or business, you need to call LaPlante & Sons Excavating. Whether you're in need of a basement, sewer, pond, or backhoe work, LaPlante & Sons Excavating are the ones to call. LaPlante & Sons also does yard work, rock work, and even ball fields. Work never stops for LaPlante & Sons. Their hours are from daylight until sunset, 7 days a week. For more information, call LaPlante & Sons at 573-631-4569. That's 631-4569.
The Deloge Walmart Supercenter is a proud sponsor of high school sports. They take this opportunity to wish the best of luck to all the athletes and coaches this school year. Walmart Supercenter of Deloge is very proud of local athletes. Proven records have shown that our athletes have what it takes to succeed, and they put in countless hours of practice and show true dedication to their sport. So the best of luck to all the players and coaches from Walmart Supercenter in Deloge. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Chad Speaker and Luke Mel, Mike Side, Kathy Capias running our ball game back in the studio. We appreciate her good work as always. It's a 2nd and 7 for Central. They've got it at the 13-yard line of Fredericktown, and they lead it by 1, 19-18. Power I set to the right side this time. Mitchell, the deep man. Harrison gets it, though. He's the up back, breaks one tackle, struggling forward, pushing, powering, and all the way down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 12 for Harrison.
Cody Harrison. Wow, you know, this kid's probably been the 3rd option on this team all year long, but he's a senior, and, man, is he having a game for his career.
He is playing terrific. He's got 13 carries, Luke, 99 yards, and already 1 touchdown run. 5 minutes even on this fourth quarter clock, and it's a 19-18 lead for Central. Central going to go back under center now with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. It's Harrison, Marler, and Mitchell all in the backfield. Power I left this time as Courtois comes down under center. And who knows who's going to get the ball here. Courtois calls it out. They give to Harrison, and Harrison over that right tackle, touchdown. Cody Harrison, his 2nd touchdown run of the night, his 5th of the year. That one was from 1 yard out, and that gives him an even 100 for the evening. 25-18. It's Central by 7 at the 4:39 mark of the fourth quarter.
Boy, and just a nice job altogether. Central offense milking that clock down, really, and eating up some time and punching in another score.
I wonder if they'd go for 2 here and try to make it a 2-possession game. They're going to do it, Luke. This would be huge. There are 4 wide receivers wide to the right side, 1 to the left side. Hunter Courtois flips it over to the right. Marler throws it back across the field to his quarterback, and they just can't complete it. Boy, was that an inventive play, plus a flag on the play. That was nifty, though. I like that stuff.
A little trickery there.
A little Halloween trick, huh?
Why not have a little fun with it?
That's right. They've run some stuff tonight.
The trick but no treat on that one, though.
Yeah, that's aptly put. And the penalty was on Central anyway. I like it, though. I say we're trying to go up 9 here, and that would be the first nail in the coffin. 4:39 left to play in the fourth. It's a 7-point game, 25-18. And we're back after this 1-minute timeout on KREI.
Don't let an unfortunate sports injury keep you on the sidelines. Get back in the game with chiropractor and board-certified chiropractic sports physician, Dr. Jeff Huck, at Huck Chiropractic in Deloge. If you've never tried chiropractic care before, you'll be amazed at the results. Dr. Huck would like to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this season. Give Dr. Jeff Huck a call at Huck Chiropractic Life Center at 518-0608. Huck Chiropractic, located on North Deloge Drive, just up from Casey's in Deloge.
Don't miss out on a great meal any longer. Get to the Olympic Steakhouse in Fredericktown. Whether your taste buds long for a thick, juicy, certified Angus beef steak, lemon pepper grilled chicken breast, or even seafood, with your choice of sides, your craving will be satisfied. Let the Olympic Steakhouse grill you a mouth-watering steak. That's the Olympic Steakhouse in beautiful downtown Fredericktown. They're the home of the half-price certified Angus beef steak. Olympic Steakhouse looks forward to serving you. Kerry Buckley Towing and Recovery in Park Hills at 431-2117 or 756-4563 offers 24-hour towing and wrecker service. Kerry Buckley and his employees pride themselves on providing quick and reliable towing, winching, lockouts, jump starts, and roadside service for cars and trucks, as well as towing and wreck recovery for tractor trailers. From big to small, Kerry Buckley Towing and Recovery does it all. Call 431-2117 or 756-4563 for dependable 24-hour service from Kerry Buckley Towing.
Kickoff return from Zach Proper. That time, 4:32 remaining in this fourth quarter. And Fredericktown has it 1st and 10 from its own 32-yard line, but a penalty going against the Black Cats before the play ever got started. They jumped early, and it'll set them back 5 yards. Luke, tell us about the touchdown drive, courtesy of ProCare Automotive in Bonterra. It was all set up on one of those bullet kicks off the front line of Fredericktown that gave Central the short field.
Not really intended to be an onside kick, but it sure worked out for Park Hills' favor there. Hitting the up man, like you said, bounced right back to Park Hills. Got the ball at the Fredericktown 47. 8 plays. A nice running by Cody Harrison.
Jeremy Greminger flips it to the right side on a slant route, and Reed Lucas just dives and lays out for this one. Deflects it down to the turf. Terrific play.
Yeah, back to the drive. Nice steady dose of Derek Mitchell and Cody Harrison. Harrison had a nice run all the way down to the 1-yard line and then punched it in from there to make go up 25-18.
So a 7-point game, 4:25 remaining now. The incompletion from Greminger right there. It's a 2nd and 15 for the Black Cats. 2 wides to the right, 2 wides to the left side. Single setback is Royer. Greminger back in the gun and flips it into a double team. And this time Karokas can't haul it in. So it's a 3rd and 15 upcoming. Luke, I know we've got 4:20 left, but with Central's ability to hold on to the football and move the chains, I think even as deep as you are here, this is a playoff game. I think it's 4-down territory. I know that sounds kind of weird. That's just what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, Park Hills has shown that they can pick up first downs time and time again.
Greminger back in the gun. It'll be a screen play to the left side set up for Royer. He gets 1 block, now 2. He does gain 8 yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
Yeah, that just makes that decision a little bit more interesting. It looks like that Fredericktown offense is staying on the field.
I think you have to. Central is so good at just moving those chains and soaking up the clock. I mean, if you've got to say what do they do best of all, that's probably it. I don't think you can give it back to them. So it'll be a 4th and 7 for Fredericktown.
Well, you got to think they don't have the most explosive offense. So if you do turn it over here, maybe you can get a stop.
4 wides to the right side, 1 to the left side. They'll run a motion man, fake it to him. Greminger over the middle and picked off by Cody Harrison. Harrison, the man for the job tonight. His 2nd interception of the evening, and also recovered a loose ball on a kickoff. It's Cody Harrison coming up big again. 3:29 remaining in the 4th. 25-18 Central with the lead in the football.
Well, Cody Harrison just doing it all tonight. That time actually cost the team about 20 yards of field position. Let's see how that play is out here. Fredericktown definitely, by all means, not out of it just yet. they got some timeouts left, and they can make some stops.
Yeah, Fredericktown with 3 timeouts. The whole thing is stopping Central now.
Well, yeah, that's just been a chore.
25-18. It's Central by 7. Mitchell, the deep man. They're going to run that inverted wishbone right there again. It'll be Marler and Harrison right in front of Mitchell. Courtois under center. Here's Mitchell with the ball, and they're coming right for him. Knock him right off his feet. No gain for Mitchell that time. They're running run blitzes everywhere right here.
Well, Coach Henson said at the beginning of the game, during that pregame little talk we had with them, we got to be aggressive at the line of scrimmage. And that's what they were exactly on that play.
And Fredericktown going to hold on to that timeout at least for now. 25-18. The clock continues to run at 3 minutes. Still 12 seconds on the play clock. The inverted wishbone once again. The power eye set up. Harrison and Marler right in front of Mitchell. Courtois is the quarterback. He's going to keep it over on that left side. Leans forward for just a yard. Terrific play by Proffer to bring him down. And now Fredericktown will take the timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:50 remaining in the fourth. 25-18. Central leads, and they've got a 3rd and 9 at their own 47 when we come back in 1 minute on KREI Farmington.
Hey, sports fans, this is Bill Best, your American Family Insurance agent. Everyone enjoys watching their favorite team make the big plays. We here at Bill Best Insurance are committed to making the plays for our customers. American Family Insurance has built its reputation on quality service and a broad range of products such as homeowners, auto, business, health, and life insurance. That's why we ensure an enduring commitment to personal service. Join the winning team at Bill Best Insurance, your American Family Insurance agent.
See Bill Bass, your American Family Insurance agent in Park Hills.
Hey, sports fans, are you excited about the upcoming season? If you're looking for your favorite team or fan apparel, you need to visit Wayne Sheets with Make It Personal on Potosi Street in Farmington. He'll show you many different styles of shirts, team jerseys, jackets, hoodies, and so much more. Whether you need jerseys for your whole team or just one for yourself, Make It Personal can help. They even do in-house dye sublimation or bling out your favorite team logo. Talk about standing out in a crowd.
Hi, this is Wayne Sheets. Come see us at Make It Personal, 310 Potosi Street, 631-1200.
DJ Buchanan behind Marler and Harrison here, and Marler's going to get the snap. It looked like they had that Marler option play over to the left side for Buchanan, but he was hit so quick it would have been way too dangerous to pitch it. And Marler leans forward for just a yard right there. The Fredericktown defense, it appears, has held.
Well, they sure have done a nice job there, and 4th and long. I can't see Park Hill's going for it right now. And you got to think, Chad, how big is it now? The 20 yards and field position difference from the interception. You know, Fredericktown can get a nice return here.
Now, Comfort did a great job earlier in this game. It was in the first half of pinning Fredericktown deep. He nailed a punt over in that coffin corner and pushed them all the way back to the 6-yard line. Now, that was the good news on that possession for Central. Good news for Fredericktown. They went 94 yards for the score on that possession. So 2:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. 25-18. It is a 7-point advantage for Central. Fredericktown going to have the ball, and they'll have 1 timeout remaining when they get it back. They've got a dangerous return man back there in Justin Sawyer. Sawyer going to stride back to just inside of his 20-yard line. Comfort going to receive the snap at his 30. He's way deep as he catches this punt. And they punt it away from Sawyer, which I think is a pretty smart choice. And now they'll down the ball at the 26-yard line of Fredericktown. So 2:36 remaining in the fourth. And 74 yards away from a score for Fredericktown.
Well, not terrible field position if you're Fredericktown. You know, going back to that last play, Park Hills would have had the ball at their own 40 of Fredericktown there. And, you know, not terrible position here if you're Fredericktown.
3 wide receivers to the right side for Jeremy Greminger. He's got 1 man off to the left. Greminger's back in the gun, and you figure it's all passing here. Greminger fakes it, throws the out and up, and he's got it complete to Jake Karokas. Karokas going to go to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Fredericktown! A 73-yard touchdown pass. Greminger to Karokas, and they did it again. The Black Cats within a point.
Boy, that was a huge play there, and, you know, that goes back to the Fredericktown defense holding Central there for the first time in the half, basically. And, boy, what a strike there. Jeremy Greminger with the cannon. And Karokas just running the all-go route there.
A timeout by Fredericktown. That gives us a little chance to talk, Luke. I talked with Coach Shannon Henson this week. We talked about the North County game. Fredericktown was down 7 in that one, late. They scored a touchdown. That made the score against North County 35-34. The Black Cats went for 2, couldn't get it. Shannon Henson said, I'd do it again 100 times in a row. I think they're going for 2 here.
Down by 1 with just 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in this game. Boy, this game has been everything as advertised, hasn't it?
It's been exactly that. Boy, Karokas was wide open, wasn't he?
Oh, man.
I mean, they let Karokas get behind him, and Greminger, he couldn't have thrown a better ball. He put it on Karokas in mid-stride. 242 yards passing for Jeremy Greminger, 14 for 18, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, the thing is, how tricky does Fredericktown want to be? If this was Central, we know, hey, give it to the big guy, Derek Mitchell. He's good for 2 yards. Fredericktown hasn't been great running the ball tonight.
So Fredericktown going for the lead. Greminger going to spread everybody out. James Royer, the single setback beside him. And a flag. A flag before it ever got started. I guess Fredericktown lined up in the neutral zone, and this will put them back to the 8 instead of the 2. Oh, that's a costly one.
Correction, delay of game penalty against Fredericktown.
They're going to say that was a delay of game. They didn't get the ball snap for the play clock. Whew.
Call it delay of game against Fredericktown. And the Black Cats will still go for 2. This is going to make it tougher, though, you'd think. So Greminger lines up the troops. 3 to the right, 2 to the left side. Greminger looking for the end zone, throws it incomplete. And Central by a point. 25-24, 2:24 remaining in the 4th.
Yeah, Greminger threw it to the corner of the end zone. The problem was no one was there.
Yeah, nobody was there. You're right. So 2:24 remaining in the 4th, 25-24. And it's Central by a point. Got your kickoff in a minute on KREI.
Hi, this is Kathy Java from Long John Silver's and A&W, where exciting things are happening, like our new onion rings made with our delicious signature batter. Try them in a basket with 2 pieces of fish and hush puppies for just $4.99. Or check out our A&W 2 cheeseburger combo for just $5.99. Wow, 2 great deals under one roof. That's Long John Silver's and A&W, conveniently located in Farmington's Maple Valley Center.
The new generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center. Custom countertops, vanities, cabinets, and doors.
Furniture, tools and paint, electrical and hardwood floors.
Plumbing and lighting, windows and tiles.
If you're building or remodeling,
we've got what you need on every aisle.
Buy it for less, we save you money. Buy it for less
at the new generation, Hoods, Discount Home Center.
So Ty Burks tries for the onside kick. He got the big hop, Luke, but the kick skittered just a little bit too fast, and sure hands by Central. And the Rebels have the football now, leading them by a point, 25-24 at the 2:22 mark. A great touchdown drive, and even I can recap this one from ProCare Automotive in Bonne Terre.
It was, and what a drive it was. Fredericktown, the 3-and-out, forced the 3-and-out, got the ball back on their 27-yard line, and one play, one big play, 73-yard pass from Greminger to Karokas for the touchdown. Unfortunately, Fredericktown can't get the 2-point conversion, still trailing by 1 right now, 25-24.
And Central just looking for a first down here. They'll give it to Derek Mitchell, their big running back. Mitchell plows into the middle of the line. 6 foot, 220-pound senior. No gain on the play. Ryan Morgan stiffened up. 5'10", 280-pound junior. This guy throws up a 285-pound power clean. He can push press 390. That's why he got the stop right there. Oof. Mitchell with 22 carries tonight, 81 yards.
Push press 390. I can't even deadlift 390.
Isn't that ridiculous? Here's a 2nd and 8. Mitchell, the last man in this power I formation. They'll give it to him again. Derrick slams into the middle of the line, struggles forward for a 4-yard gain. That was a nice gain by Mitchell that time, as Royer was part of the committee that brought him down. Mitchell with 23 carries and 85 yards. Cody Harrison with 100 yards tonight. And they've done the whole running thing by committee again tonight. Done a nice job with it. Daniel Marler with 12 tries and 59 yards as we're down to 70 seconds remaining in this game. And if Central picks up a first down, this one's going to be over. Hunter Curtois comes down under center. Derek Mitchell dotting this power I in the backfield. Mitchell ducks his head, turns his legs, dives forward to the first down marker. It's going to be all on the spot right there. That wasn't second effort, though, folks. That was third effort from Derek Mitchell.
Well, if you look at the far side, it's going to be fourth down and about 1. The near side guy looked like he got it. They're going to measure this baby, though.
This is going to be really, really close as they bring the chains over. But if you're Fredericktown, too, it's going to be like fourth and a couple of inches. You're bringing 11 men. That's if they didn't get it. But as they stretch those chains, they got it by 2 inches. And the Central Rebels, it looks like, will advance to the district championship game. We're going to check that scoreboard for you. The winner here meets the winner of St. Genevieve and New Madrid County Central. St. Gen was up by 2 scores earlier.
Yeah, they're taking care of business down there in St. Gen right now. 28-7 over New Madrid County.
There you go. 25-24, and Central goes into victory formation.
That was another great game. St. Genevieve and Park Hills earlier this year. That was another 1-point game. Central on the losing end of that.
Hunter Curtois relishing the moment, looks at that play clock, looks at the game clock, 34 seconds remaining in this one. And Curtois takes the snap and takes the knee, and that'll do it. Central wins tonight, 25-24. They won during the regular season in overtime, 20-14, and these two fine programs that have much respect for one another just fought another terrific battle, this time in Park Hills, and Central advancing to the district championship game. The Rebels ranked 9th in the state, improved now to 9-2 on the year. The Fredericktown Black Cats, oh so close, will end their season at 6-5.